Islam. Peace and love, peace and love. Coming back again to the Moors, Islam. Happy, holy, actually, no, good Sabbath to the Moors and all Muslims out there in the world. Back again with another one. This is not a parts of publishing. Oh, Islam, thank you for joining. I'm recording something else for Mercy Charities, for whom there will be an article dropping today. Not allow willing, well, allow willing, of course, but I'm going to make myself do it today. Islam, and welcome to all who joined in. And I'm jumping on, this is simulcast to YouTube, and as I mentioned in my previous live, I use these lives to assist me in filming because I feel weird talking to myself. So thank you, Islam, to you who joined me and helped me with my hang-ups. I appreciate that. I am Sister Tahida S. Najee-Ullah L. of Khalifa Media. I don't belong to any particular temple at this time. Again, I came here today to promote something for Mercy Charities, which is I guess a charitable arm of Moorish Religious and Cultural Institute Incorporated. Again, as I just stated, there will be an article dropping today on thepurplepaperclip.com outlining who and what Mercy Charities is and what we do, because it's a bunch of us. And today I'm talking about, I don't want to call it a fundraising event because we're not, I mean, if y'all want to donate, that's fine. It's more of like an awareness, I guess, a promotional event, just, drawing attention to our charity, where we'll be observing 77 days of elevation, right? So, and I'm tying that in with something I've been meaning to get to, which is called 2550, which is a story my father used to scare his children into activity. All right, voluntary. Well, it scared us, but it made us volunteer to get active. All right, so intro. I thought I was going to be doing these like every 2 weeks, but I got such a positive response from my last live that I decided to come back a little early. Like, why not? It was for a few reasons, because my last live was about where to publish your books if you're an independent publisher, and I included in that the moon cycle, the phase of because that's how I operate, right? Little about myself, my big three, Sun in Gemini, Moon in Leo, Libra rising. Okay. My moon is in my 10th house, right at the top of my chart. And if you can't see it, I have a chart right there. That's how I keep track of all this stuff. All right. So the moon is right at the top of my chart. So I follow it religiously. Okay. For lack of a better word. And I'm a woman. So yes, I follow the moon religiously. Especially right now because the sun is in Cancer, all right? And the way I use it, and I've been studying astrology for over 20 years, right? And some other stuff that helps me be really good at this stuff. But from what I found, when the sun is in Cancer, wherever the moon is, that's how you can tell what the spotlight's going to be on for that day, all right? So, for instance, yesterday, I have my calendar right here. I have a Llewellyn. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Llewellyn astrological calendar. So yesterday, my last film, I mentioned that the moon was in Taurus. All right, it's actually still in Taurus, which is why I'm on right now. All right, the moon is in Taurus, and the sun is in Cancer. So the way it operates is, okay, where's the sun? That can tell you where the spotlight, as far as activity, because sun rules activity, right? And growth, sort of. Where's the spotlight going to be? You can find that by looking at the dispositor, or the planet that rules the sign that, in this case, the sun is in. So the planet that rules the sign that the sun is in right now is the moon, because the sun is in Cancer and the moon rules the sign of Cancer. All right. So basically, this is going to be fun. I like the month of Cancer. I'm a Gemini. All right. So it's like every 2.5 days, it's like a month of multiple personalities. That's the best way I can put it, right? Because every 2.5 days, it's a new personality because the moon, which right now is is dictating to the sun right now. It's saying, well, today I'm a Taurus. So we're going to focus on establishing physical stuff, right? Values. Tomorrow, or actually not tomorrow, today, which is why I'm doing this right now. The moon is getting ready to move into Gemini at 7:13 p.m. Eastern time today. All right. So you're going to see a lot of activity around chatter. But it's going to be hard to get people to listen to you because at 2 hours later, 2 hours after the moon moves into Gemini, it will be squaring. Oh no, it already did that. I'm sorry. No, it'll be trining Pluto, right? Wait, I'm looking at this wrong. Scratch all that. I'm sorry. Anyway, so the moon will be moving into Gemini, so it'll be a lot of chatter starting later tonight. All right. So if you want to go out, this is probably a really good night to go out and chat people up. So right now, it's funny. Right now, the moon is squaring. Since the moon is in Taurus and Saturn is currently in Aquarius, the moon is squaring Saturn, right? So there is currently a conflict between values and getting people to accept those values. All right. And I'm not going into it because I don't want this to turn into an astrology show. But yeah, you can see how that played out over the last couple of days when the moon was in Taurus, right? Where a lot of stuff, as for the Moors, this one's going out to the Moors, how they enforced the Constitution. The Supreme Court enforced the Constitution. All right. And that's getting ready to go into a whole lot of other stuff. All right. Islam to all the Moors who joined in. I appreciate y'all. But yeah. As far as the astrology, starting at 7:13 p.m. tonight until 7:53 a.m. on June 28th, the moon will be in Mercury rule sign of Gemini. All right. So this is how I do it, right? And it works very well for me. If you can see my chart, this is how I follow it. All right. So the moon, so right now the sun is in Cancer. The moon later tonight and for over the next 2.5 days will be in Gemini, which is second from Cancer. If I made Cancer the first sign, Gemini would be, the 12th. 12. All right. 12th sign. So if I made Cancer the first house, Gemini would be in the, is that right? Yes, Gemini would be in the 12th house. So this is a good time, like if you're into if you've been having trouble getting something across because people just like, I don't get it. This will be a great time to release it. All right. Because the moon is shining a light on that area, right? Especially if it has to do with Cancerian / fourth house related stuff, such as women, your home, your house. Like your home is like the building you live in. Your house, not your family, your house. All right. Anything concerning that. If you want to be communicating about that, this will be a really good time to do it. All right. And over those few days, the moon will also be trining Saturn, which is in Aquarius. All right. So, yeah, you might get some kind of like tangible reward for your efforts later on down the line because it's tying in with Saturn. But enough of that. All right. So to contact myself or any authors from Khalifa Media, you can go to either our website or either email me at editor@khalifamedia.com or go to khalifamedia@gmail.com, or you can find all of my stuff at linktree /Khalifa Media. All right, please, for those watching on YouTube, Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And again, gratitude to all of those who joined in. I appreciate y'all. Why today's topic? Well, first I used it as an opportunity to talk about the astrology because people said they like the little chunks of astrology. Like, okay, I can do that, you know. And I might as well throw in some other stuff while I'm at it. So today is I'm going to announce the 77 Days of El-elvation. All right. And this is like a joint, not like, it is a joint collaboration between Khalifa Media and the Moors of Mercy Charities, MRCI Charities. All right. And that's mrcicharities.org. And you can find out everything about it starting Monday because it's not up there right now. All right. This is a follow-up, and I'm looking at my notes on my tablet. All right. This is a follow-up to the 77-day celebration / cleanse. It never really had a real title from 2021. All right. And I had a blast with it. All right. I believe it was like the brainchild of brother Sheldon L. and Grand Sheik Cujo Iwo L, if I'm not mistaken. All right. And Sheldon, I think he taught himself Spanish, right? That's cool, right? Because he already speaks like German, French, and a bunch of other stuff. English. And then Cujo, he stopped snapping on people for 77 days. That was really cool. I mean, give it up to that boy, because I'm sure that was an effort, right? At our last board meeting for Mercy Charities, we discussed this because I'm like, I had a lot of fun with it, right? Because again, as a Gemini, it's hard for me to like stick with stuff. I mean, anything, right? Because everything's so interesting, right? So, I actually did it. I posted something every day, like something that like here's a bit of wisdom, not mine, just wisdom in general that I've learned over the years and from other people who lived. And I'm posting something every single day for 77 days. And it was an effort. To the very end, it was an effort. But I did it, and I was so happy with myself, right? And so, yeah, I thought this would be a great opportunity for cultivation amongst the Moors. And in case you all haven't, I've shared this story a few times on a few different places. I love C-dramas, all right? Chinese dramas, especially the ones where it's like based in the afterlife or the other world, depending on how you want to look at it. I'm not going into it right here. But anyway, instead of like gold and silver and paper as, trading for goods and commodities, they used cultivation, right? They would like study and have experiences and meditate over they're like otherworldly deities. So they're like immortals, right? And so they would do this over decades, centuries, millennia, right? And then once they were ready to like get something, like they would like, okay, I need you to take me across this river, and this is a really hard river. You're the only one that can get across it. So let me pay you 500 years of cultivation. They do some woosah, and it'd be a ball of cultivation. All right. So I'm like, yeah, it really does work like that. So this is our opportunity. Take 77 days to cultivate yourself. So am I getting ahead of myself? Oh, okay, yeah. So suggestions to do that. You can learn a new skill, right? And that's what I'll be doing. In fact, let me grab. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'll be teaching myself the so-called Spanish guitar, and then teaching it to my children. So that's one of the things I'll be doing. The other is finally busting out that sewing machine, if y'all can see that, because that ties into the 2550 story that I want to tell. All right. So you can learn a new skill, right? These are just some suggestions. You can see how many books you can read from start to finish over 77 days, right? And I'll get to why the 77, I don't know why Sheldon and Cujo picked 77 days, but I'll tell you why. I like it. You can form/break a habit, right? Because this has been scientifically proven, it takes 40 days to make or break a habit. Hence Jesus and the 40 days in the desert, right? So it takes 40 days to make or break a habit. This is a 77-day thing, so you got 40 days to make/break it and 37 days to perfect it. And the Muslims of Al-Islam, when they go through Ramadan, and they can go through all like 28 days, or 30 days, they're honored, right? But some of them, and my father did this quite a few times, they can't stop. They've gotten so into the habit that they just keep right on keeping on with that fast. And then for every day that you do that, according to Hadith, I don't really subscribe to Hadith, but according to Hadith, that's another guarantee. Each additional day, in addition to all the days you observe during Ramadan, is another guarantee that you will end up in paradise, if that makes any sense. But it also shows, look at that discipline. He's still going. It's 77 days later. He's still going, right? But anyway, and another one I'll be doing is having children listen to the 101 questionnaires for 77 days straight. All right. I'm normalizing Moorishness, right? But I got to be real careful with that. I have a 5-year-old, and she's been with me her entire life. She just this summer went off to Y Care, right, at the YMCA. And I was like, dang, I actually got to sit this little girl down and teach her about black and white people, because she doesn't know what that means. She really didn't know what that meant, right? And then she came home the other day telling me, yeah, my new friend, blah, 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 she's white. I'm like, is she the color of your shirt? She had on a white t-shirt. Or is she the color of my shirt? Yours. And then that's when I'm like, okay, now let me teach you about white people. So, that just told me, yeah, I'm going to have her sit down every morning before she goes off to do what she has to do in the world. She's going to be sitting down listening to the 101 questionnaires while she's eating her breakfast. And that's nothing hard, because it's available, already recorded, been there for at least since 2014, recorded by Grand Sheik Cujo Agwo El, myself, and my older daughter. All right, so it's there for children to listen to every single morning, and that's just a suggestion. All right, so what? 2550 story. All right, now I don't want to keep y'all too long. And again, I really appreciate all of y'all being here. I really appreciate that. 2550 story. So, growing up, I grew up Nation of Islam. All right, my father was like big time activist. And he used to tell this story to myself and my twin sister, the story that nobody asked. He would just be like, just threaten. I don't even know if I could call it threatening us for no good reason. I guess it was a good reason, but it was like the moment didn't warrant it type of thing. It was really funny. But he had a moon in Gemini, so he was really funny. So he would ask us, 2550. The world is about to explode. All right. Total annihilation. There's not going to be anything left. There's a rocket ship leaving to salvation. There are 50 people waiting to get on this ship. There are 25 seats. Why should you get on that ship? He would just ask us this out the blue. We'd be sitting at dinner. We'd be on our way to the movies, right? Like, he'd be checking up on us, like, what you got now? Because last time that was good enough. That ain't good enough now, because 2 more people that know how to do that showed up. What you got now? That kind of thing, right? So, again, 77 days to find something that you're good at that, if necessary, can help civilization continue. Right now, I work Khalifa Media and a bunch of other stuff, but it's majority online, which is why I bought a guitar and a sewing machine in the event that the power goes out. Then what I'm going to do, right? I can make clothes, right? I can make toys. I know how to work yarn like nobody's business, but I better learn how to make fabric, right? Work fabric. And if all else fails, I know how to strum a little ditty and distract your children, because I'm really good with children. That kind of thing. So this is 77 days as an opportunity to cultivate some skill or talent, or probably some talents you do, but stick with it for 77 days. All right. So, outro for those on YouTube. And if you're listening on Instagram, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment. Find all of my / I like to say our work, because I couldn't do any of the stuff that I do. I could not do it without the input of the Moors I work with. So we can be found at Linktree/Khalifa Media. And it has everything up there. And again, thank you. 10. Really? Cool. Thank you so much, you all, for being here. I really appreciate it. And I hope that was of some use to y'all, you know. That's it. Again, 77 days of cultivation starts 7/7/22. All right, so you got what, 2 weeks to figure out what you want to do for the next 77 days. And once you're done, show up and wow all the mores, right? And show me, right? For real. All right. So thank y'all again. I appreciate that. Y'all be cool. All right. Peace and love. Oh.